Hi guys, thank you for joining this episode of eMarketing Basics. Today we're talking about your product data feed for your e-commerce store. So your product data feed is the way that your store communicates with an ad platform to make product listing ads. Product listing ads don't have creative, they don't have any sort of video or anything. It is just a picture of your product, the description, and the price. And that is why the product data feed is so important. You want to make sure that your product shows up for the relevant searches on Google or Amazon. The best way to do this is to make sure that you have a product data feed that is completely filled out in the best way possible so that your products show up for the search that you want it to. Let's check out eMarketing for an example. Here's a product listing ad on Google. The filters here also are adjusted to your product data feed. Notice how some products have longer descriptions than others. The more relevant the description, the more likely your product is to show up on the feed. You can see why it's super important that you have this product data feed filled out and filled out correctly. So there are some best practices that you should keep in mind while you're making your product data feed. The first one is to make sure that the descriptions on your store are really SEO friendly. This is because the more SEO friendly your descriptions are, the more likely you are to show up in a search that has one of those keywords in it. The next one is to make sure that you're not using too many product data feed tools. This is because sometimes they can overlap and kind of mess up your feed completely. So you want to make sure that you're using a tool that connects with your store and Google Ads so that there's no communication errors in between. And the third one is to make sure that you have as many details as possible. You want to make sure that all of these details are updated as much as possible as well. When you have a change in your store, make sure that you change your product data feed. And of course, the fourth tool is to manage your product data feed with a tool that is going to work for you, with a tool that is working with your shop system and with Google Ads. Of course, eMarketing does this for you. When you upload your products into eMarketing to do ads on Google and Amazon, it's going to help you make a product data feed and connect your store with Google so that you have the highest chance of not only getting your products approved by Google, but also being able to advertise them within a 24 to 48 hour window. Thanks for joining me for this episode of eMarketing Basics, where we covered just a little bit about what a product data feed is and how you can use a product data feed to advertise on Google and Amazon. Make sure that you hit the button to subscribe and also check out emarketing.com that connects your store with Google, Amazon, Facebook, and Instagram.